Crafty friends, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming, and my name is Sheree. This is Sheree, and I'm here to do a Daphne's Diary journal. It's chilly in the house, but it's warm outside, so I gave up and turned on my heater because I keep on feeling really cold. So I made some coffee. I got a hot cup of coffee here. It's crazy because today, this video won't be published for a couple weeks probably, but today is October 13th. So yesterday it got up to 80 degrees. A little chilly at night, like in the 47 or something like that at night. So, just barely a little chilly at night, especially when it's that warm during the day. 47 at night doesn't feel that cold, and we haven't turned on our heat or anything. But in the house it's a little chilly. Well, it's nice and warm outside, but I have a long sleeve shirt on, kind of a thickish kind of shirt, and it's still cold, so let me just take the chill out of here. I got a little space heater in here, so I'm going to leave that on for a few minutes. Drink my coffee, and hopefully I will warm up. Jeez. I'm always cold, though. I'm one of those people that's always cold. Always cold. Unless I'm outside. When I go outside, I've said it before, I go outside and it's nice and hot, and I'm like, oh, that feels so good. Okay, so I did it, guys. I got out my Christmas Daphne's Diary. There was a Christmas version. I didn't remember. And here it is, Christmas special. So look at this cover. So like with the last one, so far I've used up one whole Daphne's Diary, every single page. So that will be the plan with this one. And so I was already kind of looking at the cover, this cover, because that's how I started using the last one. I used the covers first, so I'm going to do that this time too. And I just sold the journal, so I need another Daphne's Diary. We still haven't gotten ahead of the game here. I'm still just, keeping up. So I'm going to go ahead and take this cover off because I want to use this cover. So as usual, it's too long. These magazines, I can see why they're expensive because they are big, like the old-fashioned magazines, and they are made of really nice papers inside, and of course beautiful pages. So after I use the ones up, I have probably about 8 altogether left, maybe. But yeah, it's going to take me a while to use those up. But after I do use them up, I will consider getting another subscription, a year's worth, and see. Because they are really fun to get in the mail and to look through them and then to use them. And these have been sitting since these are from the ones I'm using. I got my subscription in 2019. This says 2017. I was thinking it was 2019, but this says 2017. So I guess it was 2017. Anyway, so that was quite a while ago, and they've been sitting all this time waiting for me to do something with them. So let's start with this cover and kind of work on this for a minute, and then we're going to do it in my usual style. It's going to be a junk journal using Daphne's Diary pages and cover here. Cover, since I still have the cover. And I haven't used any part of this magazine before, so I haven't taken any pages out of here, so we'll get to see. If you watch this video, you'll get to eventually see all the pages, because I'm going to be using all the pages, and plus I'm going to be rifling through all the pages, trying to figure out what pages I want to use, especially at the beginning when I have all the pages available. Okay, I'm already getting warmed up, so, I'm not cold. I'm not necessarily warmed up, but I'm not cold. So I'll be turning the heater off in a minute. But let's see this edge over here. I cut off this edge, didn't I? Still a little, but the red goes right out to there, so I guess I'll leave it. I do want it as wide as possible. And I'm going to make it like this. I like this whole part right here. I could do it like this. That's how I did the last one. As far as that goes, I could do it like that. But if I do it like this, well, this is pretty too on the inside, just so you can see what the inside looks like. So you'll have these trees going upright. And then this little circle I want to cover up here. But I want to get my length first. So let's just go ahead and fold it in half. can get our width. And then I've been making them 8 1/4 inches tall. So let's see. I don't know if I want to fold this up. I don't think I do. I just really, this is really, first of all, when I fold them up, I usually use pages, and and so it's easier to fold up, and you know, I use 2 pages together. This is much thicker than 2 pages. This is very thick cardstock, I would say. So I don't need to fold it up for any reason. I mean, I could, but I just don't want to cover up. Look how pretty. I just don't want to cover that up. So 8 1/4 inches. Let me see how I want to do this. I think I want to leave the Daphne's Diary up here. So let's start at the top and see where 8 1/4 takes us. It takes us right to here. So yeah, that's a good, let me make a little mark right here. And we'll cut this bottom part off. And we'll try to use it somewhere else as a pocket, or even journal cards or something. I might just put it in here as ephemera. So I like the way, you know, I started off kind of in one way, and as I went through the last magazine, kind of got into a routine and developed these on, by the time I got to the end of that first magazine, I kind of have a, you know, kind of have a way of doing these now that I like a lot. So here is the cover so far. So I want to cover this up, just as a list of things that are in here in the magazine, which I don't necessarily need on the cover. So I thought I would turn it over because, and take off this back cover, and instead of using this as a cover, see how, well, I would want this bird. This bird is this cardinal, beautiful, and but look, if I fold it this way, it's in the middle. If I fold it this way, it's still cut off. So I thought, instead of using this as a cover this time, I would go ahead and cut this up and use parts of it. I can make journal cards or whatever, but I thought I have this little circle that I've had in my stash for a long time, and I kept it from I think it's from a spool, like a ribbon or whatever, but I kept it because it was a nice circle, and I've never used it, I don't think, but today I'm going to use it. And I'm going to cut out a little circle to go in the circle here on the cover, and I thought I would just use it to cut around, a circle around this bird right here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw a little circle around here and cut it out, and then we're going to insert it into that, like, it looks like a tag. It could almost look like an ornament, I guess, but it looks more like a tag on the front of the Daphne's Diary cover here. So yeah, I finally used that circle. I knew I would use it one day, right? I knew I would use it one day. Well, there's a cute little, I didn't put that on there, but there's a little sticker on there, like, one of these I got from the thrift store. I don't know if it was this one. Maybe it was this one. Maybe that's why I'm thinking my others are 2019 and this one is 2017. So this might have been the one. Maybe somebody gave somebody this as a gift and they were like, okay, now what do I do? I looked at this magazine, now what do I do with it? And they gave it to the thrift store. And there I was, finding it like a treasure. One of the best treasures I ever found at a thrift store. I've never found another one since. They're not really prevalent at the thrift stores. Probably, I don't think they would be prevalent at the thrift stores anywhere in the United States, to tell you the truth, since they're so expensive. And you know, I mean, it makes me wonder where even the person that got this one even got it. And you know, anyway, there, see that cut out really nice. Pretty perfect, I would say. I don't think it's perfect, but it's pretty perfect. Perfect enough, I would say. And so we're going to put it right here. It's not the same size as this. I thought it would be a nice border. Have a nice little black border around it. See, and it looks like the bird, it looks like it almost belongs there because there's berries here and there's berries here. and it looks like it's sitting in this like holly, sitting on this holly branch here. So I think it's perfect to put there. So let's do that. I love it. I'm so glad I decided to do that. That is so cute. That's what they should have put there, right? They should have put a little bird there instead of what's there, but maybe they thought of that when they put the bird on the back, and they said, if somebody cuts up this magazine, they can put that little bird on the front. Do you think they thought that? No, I don't really think they thought that, but it worked out well for me, didn't it? Okay, that is so cute. I love it. So this is going to go along with the journal that someone just ordered. And it's going to be a little junk journal, Daphne's Diary junk journal. So cute. I love it. Okay, so we got our cover. So these are simple. If you haven't seen any of the other Daphne's Diary journal videos that I'm doing, you can look in back on my channel. I've done quite a few. So now this is going to be a scrap, but look at all these circles on this side. I thought I could cut these out and they could be little pieces of ephemera that someone could use to decorate. And I have a little tag over here that I could cut out. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, this could be, you could write on the back of here for these little circles. And if I just put a circle, because I'm not decorating, I'm not making tags, I'm putting little scraps and pieces in here and pages, and that's it. And that's the free thank you gift that's going along with my journals until I either run out of Daphne's Diary magazines or just need a break from making Daphne's Diary magazine journals. So yeah, so I'll work on these later, probably not during the videos. I'm going to put that to the side. And then I'm going to pick out 2 pages to go in here. So I'm picking out the pages that are going to be pages in here, kind of like random pages that can't be used for, that I feel like can't be used or that I wouldn't use for anything else, like this first page here. But I don't want to pick out like just 1, 2. I want maybe this page and another page from the back, but these are super cute with a lot of Christmassy stuff on here. So let's pick out this one and cut off this rough edge. And then we'll fold this one up and make a pocket. So this is kind of plain over here, even though it's very pretty, and it's got a nice, this is this is a note from Daphne. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that up though, make this into a pocket. And just in case you haven't heard any other videos, I always repeat what I say about the journals, and that is, if somebody wants to take these apart and use the pages individually, they can just snip off the sewing where I sew the signature together and take it apart and use the pages. So that's why I'm not gluing the pockets down or anything like that. I just make the little fold up so I'm not making a scrap. And the person that gets it has the whole page, and then they can do what they want. They can glue the pockets together or leave them or take it apart or whatever they want to do. So let's see, this needs a little bit of a trim off the side here because it's going to stick out a little bit. Plus it's uneven, so we'll even it up. Okay, that's a very pretty page too. See that? Okay, so let's see how that fits. And that can be a pretty first page. So that does fit in there nicely for as a first page. Okay, now we need another page from here. And as we flip through looking for our second page, I won't go too far. Like this one could be a good second page. This looks like Christmas tree, and they have a wreath up here on there, maybe a light, and they added these twigs and things. So that's a good another good page, which I think I will go ahead and take out. So, but just to do a quick little thing here, I might want to look through here. Let's take this page out before we forget. Let's go ahead and get this out and see if I can. I'll get my X-Acto knife if it doesn't look like it's going to tear, right? But it looks like it's going to tear okay. Okay, it's pretty straight. Okay, so I'll put that in there as a page in just a second. I just want to look for a page where I don't want to wait and just do it later, because I'll want to include some of these things with this journal. So like, here's some little things I can cut out and include with the journal. So someone can use these as decorations. So little, Christmas shapes, Christmas tree, star, an ornament, a bell, another page, and another page of those. So 3 pages of those. I just want to see what else for a second. I don't want to look through the whole thing this time, but just look through for a second at a few pages. Look how beautiful this one is. Oh my goodness. Makes me want to get another subscription right now. Look at that beautiful page. So pretty. That'll have to be a page that I don't cut up. And these will be pages. I just want to see what other little crafty, they have lots of little crafty pages in these sometimes, and little booklets, sometimes a poster. I just wanted to see what else that could be used as ephemera real quick, like those shapes I just showed you. I know there's probably one more. Okay, here's something. See this? This is what I'm talking about. They fold out here, and you're probably supposed to make little houses or something. Oh, they're little candle wraps. Well, these are supposed to wrap around a candle, but I could cut this into, like cut it here and then cut out this house, make this a house, make that a house, make that a house, that a house, that a house. Well, that's the back of that, but I could just cut this in half and use one of these as ephemera in. So that's what I wanted to see. And I'm sure there's probably a few more things in here. So let's just get one of those ornament pages so I can cut out a couple of those to put in here. And I guess I'll go ahead and get out one of these, or this. Let's see, it's one. So let me cut it on the fold here, and we'll get. Now I need to turn off the heater because I'm getting too warm. Of course. Let me turn it off real quick. It's right beside me, so I just wanted to, get warm and then turn it off. If I had it over by the wall where it's plugged in, and it might take me longer to get warm, you know what I mean? And then use more electricity, so I just pulled it out from the wall and put it right beside me. That way I get warmed up the quickest and don't waste electricity. I really shouldn't have it on in the first place because it's, like I said, I'm sure it's like 75 degrees outside or close to it. I think it wasn't going to be as warm today, but it was going to be set between 70 and 75. Sip of coffee. Okay. So there's one of these. So I will cut it. I'll go ahead and cut it in half so you know what I'm talking about. I'll fold this and put it in a pocket so somebody can have some fun with this and do what they will. Use it in this journal or their December daily or wherever. So I'll include this piece here with this journal. And I'll leave this one in here so it doesn't get lost. And we already have one Daphne's diary. So we're done with the Daphne's diary. We already have one in there, and we'll have a second one here. And I got a sniffly nose at the moment. Let's see. I'm going to grab a tissue. Okay, let's fold this one up. And let's fold it up this way. There's really not much down here. Let's fold it up this way. And I'm probably going to have to cut a little sliver off the side anyway. So let's go ahead and fold it in half. That's my son's motorcycle getting ready to leave. He probably just got on and he's getting ready to do something, go somewhere. Go for a ride, or him and his wife might be going for a ride. Okay, I got to take about 1/4 inch off here so it will fit inside the journal, inside the cover. Hope he didn't leave. He just turned it on and turned it off. Maybe he's just moving it. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I I just like to explain the noises. When I hear noises on videos, I always wonder what's going on. Like, sometimes I hear, like you don't hear sirens around here, but I'll turn a video on and I'll hear sirens. And I'll like be like, is that here or is that there? Like, what is that siren? You know, because we just don't hear sirens around here, really, unless there's a fire. Their fire department is not too far away, and they have a very loud siren that goes off when the fire trucks go out. But you rarely hear that either. So, you know, when I hear a siren, it's unusual, an unusual thing. So when I turn on a video, I'm hearing sirens, and I'm like, what is happening? Not used to sirens anymore. Probably in Florida, when I lived in Florida, I probably heard more sirens. We didn't live in the country there. We lived like in the city, but in a neighborhood. If you know Florida, you know there's a lot of neighborhoods with the houses close together, especially in Fort Lauderdale, where I lived. And yeah, there's just neighborhoods and surrounded by, especially now, even more than when I lived there, traffic. There was traffic when I lived there, but I lived out, a little bit out. But now it's not so out anymore. What was out is now in, because everything's been built on since I lived there. If there was any vacant land or cow pastures, they've all been turned into houses by now. Anyway, this is a page. I don't know if I have the original here. I think I left the original in the other room, but this is a page that I colored this week, or the last couple of weeks. I told you, or I mentioned it, probably hasn't been a little while, maybe a month since I mentioned it, but we are, the girls in my office, there's four of us girls, and we get together once a week on our lunch break. That's what we've been doing anyway, and paint. And so we got like paint by number pictures, but I got one. If you know me, they got big ones that have all these little spaces, and it's going to take forever to do, right? So I picked out one that's like 8.5 by 11 and had flowers, but there are bigger spaces, you know, they're flowers, not little, there wasn't a bunch of little tiny spaces. And it had some free space, like the picture showed you how to paint there, but it didn't, and none of it really had numbers on it. So I just had a picture to go by, and then I had to copy the little picture that they sent me as a sample and paint inside the flower, and then the whole above the flower was blank, like no shapes, but they had all kinds of painting on the picture, so I had to copy it freehand. So it was really it was challenging, but quick. Like, mine is done. Mine is done. I haven't brought it home yet. I have it displayed in my office. But mine is done, and they got a long way to go on theirs. But anyway, meanwhile, while they're still working on their paintings and I'm done, I got myself a coloring book. And now they're coloring because they're like, oh, this is so much easier than painting. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so I think I started my coloring page the week before they did, and then, one of the girls started it actually in the same, but she hasn't been able to make it every week to the painting and coloring hour, but lunch hour. The other one has, but she hasn't finished her coloring either, and I did mine, and I did work on another lunch break though when I was by myself, so I did put in some extra time on it. But this is it. The colors in the actual painting are a little bit more vibrant, but I thought with these berries on here especially, they looked kind of Christmassy, the berries, and I don't know if you can see. I tried to, it was just it was black in the background, and it had all this pattern on here. Of course, this wasn't a paint by number. This is just a coloring page. This is the shape of the coloring book, this kind of square shape. And I did all I'm not saying it's good or great or anything like that. I'm just saying this is my first experience really in coloring. And after I painted, it kind of gave me some ideas on I got acrylic paint markers, and after doing the painting, it gave me some ideas on how to maybe color with doing extra, not just coloring, you know, solid coloring, but maybe doing some, you know, like the stripes you see here and some shading. And I tried to do the green leaves, like not all the same color green. I did different shades of green and stuff on here and try to make it look, you know, good at least. So I think it came out really cute. So I made some copies for my journal. So I'm going to put one of those in here. That was a long story, I know. But I thought somebody might enjoy it. And then it's white on the back, so somebody can do what they will on the back. So see, it looks pretty in there. And I made a few copies of that. And also, I won't put one in here probably, but here's the cover of this particular coloring book. Maybe you've seen it if you were looking for coloring books. And I like it. I like the pictures. And, you know, what I did was offer, you know, to the girls at work, I said, if you want to, you know, I got a new pack of paint markers and I got a new coloring book, and I took the coloring book, I took the spiral out so they could take a page. So yeah, they've all been, instead of painting, they've all been coloring the last couple of weeks. They like my my markers and my coloring book. So anyway, but there's plenty of pages left for me to color, or whoever wants to color, and so we will be coloring. And then this one is another coloring book page from the coloring book I've been using in these journals. You know, it wasn't this one, the square one that I showed you. This was a, you know, like 8.5 by 11 one. And I thought these cupcakes would be fun. You could make, if you wanted to make them Christmassy, you could see how they all have little decorations on them. You could actually make them into Christmas cupcakes. So I thought that would be fun. So we're going to make this the right length. So this is going to have some fun pages in it, as well as some of my Junky Junk Journal pages that I'll get out next, probably. But I just wanted to make sure, because I was kind of getting low. I was like, I brought home some brown paper packaging this week, but didn't bring home any other pages that really can be used in my Junky Junk Journals, or my Daphne's diary. So I was like getting a little worried, because I've been using a lot of these papers from my basket here in my Daphne's diary journal. So I was getting a little worried, so I made sure I had my coloring book pages in here today. Okay, let's put this one here. Now let's see if I have any yellow or white. I think I know I have a lot of white. Oh, I think I see a yellow one here too. I like to put one of each of those for writing paper. So we got one white one, one yellow, and I have another calendar in my closet. So once this calendar that I have in here is gone, I will have another one. I think it's the last yellow paper on here. Oh, there's 2 yellow papers on here. Okay, so we'll take this one, and we'll take a calendar page. Let's see. Let's get this one. What does it say? Anything is possible. So that'll be our center page. So let's get this one in here. Let's do it a little different. I've been kind of just folding it on each side. So let's see if we can just fold one side this time. Do it a little different. So I'm going to kind of measure like this. And let's see if this works out. So something like this. See, instead of folding it on both sides, we'll just have one side. So let's put it in here and I'll show you what I am talking about. So it would be like this. There's our page. Is it too long? It's a little bit too long. Let me cut it down real quick here. Let me cut it down a little bit off the top here, or off this. Actually it's the side. Okay. There we go. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Okay. So here we go. Put it back in here. That's better. Not sticking out over the top or over the bottom. and then just fold this one side in instead of folding both sides like I've been doing. Sometimes I like to do it this way. And then we have our one coloring book and our other coloring book. I need to separate those. I don't need two coloring, even though this one's colored and that's colored, they're still coloring books. So a little sliver off of this one. And I'm going to try to get this video done a little bit quicker than the last one. Okay, so, okay, I kind of did it. I want the fold on the opposite side though. So the yellow one, the fold is back here. And then this one, let me put that out of the way for a second. Let me find the fold. So the fold is about right there. I didn't mean to fold that in half. I folded it in half. Okay. I feel like that's going to be too wide. Okay, about like that. About like that. Okay. So, let's see. So I want it like this. Where the fold, this fold is in the front. See, this fold is in the back. And this fold will be in the front half. So there's our, where it's going to go into the signature. And this is the front half. And there's our front half fold. So now we have a fold here and no fold over here. The opposite of the yellow one. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, now we need a lot more pages, of course. This is going to be our center. And I kind of like how I did the last one, but I think I still might do this one a little different. So I think I'm going to, I like folding it up. And let me see how wide. But this is pretty wide. But let me just see how much, or if any, of the words have to be cut off to make it fit in here without making a fold on the sides. Okay, so here's the middle. And yeah, a little bit of the E will have to come off and a little bit of the A. Not that much of, not all of the A though, so I think you'll still be able to read the words. So I think that'll be alright, because I think I want to just have the pocket on the bottom and not the side flip outs this time. Just what I feel like doing, I guess. Okay, I think that's going to be too wide. I mean, I know it's going to be too wide. Watch. See, it's way too wide. Okay, a little bit more, about half an inch more off. Okay. It is what it is. Okay, so lining that up. I can, you can kind of tell by looking at it. It's going to be too wide. Still a little bit too wide, so I'm going to take a little bit more off where I think it should be. All right, nope, not yet. That might be good there. Hopefully that will be good. We'll see here in a second. Okay, right here. So it will be this way, so we can see the pretty flowers in the middle. So let me fold it the other way. And let me fold it straight. Not crooked, Sheree. And then let me fold it up so it fits this way. Make a little pocket. And I'm getting all kind of crooked here. Trying to see. And it's crooked, it's hard to see where the bottom is. Okay. There we go. That's about right. And now let's see if it fits in here together. Yep, it does. It's perfect. It just fits right in there. Okay, good. That's good. All right, now I know we need a few more, but I would like to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. Okay, only 3 more pages, so let's see what we haven't put in here. Let's see what we have and what we haven't put in here. We put yellow in here. We put the coloring book pages in here. Skip through all those. I've got some brown paper here I can put in. I just put this in here. And I got an envelope I could put in here. So what I say, 3 more pages, so that's 2. I've got this that I could cut up if I want to, and I might have to because, well, unless I want to put one of these in here, which I could. This is coffee dyed cardstock. I think I will use one of those because those are pretty coffee dyed pieces. And that's it. The rest is, this is just a piece of an envelope, which I could use. I won't this time, maybe next time. This time I'll use an envelope. I've got plenty of envelopes in here that I could use. Here's a little, I think I'll put this in here. I don't know, here's a little scrap. Let's see, is this any good? Is this something I could put in here? It's a flower strip. Let's put that in there. I don't know where that came from. Let's put this in here. I really want to empty out this. Oh, here's another circle. I gotta put that one with the other circle, so I have, see, now I have two, no, I wanted to use this as, you know what, I think I'll use this in here. I wanted to use it as a tuck spot. I think I'm going to put this with my Christmas stuff and use it in my, the Christmas journals I used this year. Okay, so this, no, I'm not going to put it into my circle stash. Okay, here's another envelope I can use as a page. I already got one envelope out though. And there's a ribbon I have in here. Kind of need to iron it though. It's kind of got a lot of folds in it. And anything else? Let's get some of these because I want to use these up. I think that's good for now. Sometime I want to use this piece up. It's just from a music book. It was in a music book, but I didn't want to throw it away. It's still in here. Here's a little, this was a small Tyvek envelope I got. I thought it was so cute. Let me get that out. And then a couple more calendar pages that I still have in here. So, yes, that's what I have left. I like this, though. This is cute. Okay, so, you might not have to, I mean, I love using the brown paper, though. So, yeah, let's include some brown paper. I just love the craft paper and the brown paper. It's just like, I don't know. Even though it's a simple thing and it's really nothing special, I still feel like, I don't know why I feel like it's special. But I do. It could be because I saved it. I didn't have to buy it, and I think it's so cool, and it was free. So kind of like special because it's so cool and it was free. Does that make sense or not? Okay, so I'm going to fold this right here, like that's the size I need for a page. And then cut it. See if I can cut it with my paper cutter. Is it 12 inches? Oh, it is. It's exactly 12 inches tall. So I'll have to cut it down or fold it. I'll fold it. And then cut. Let me hold it down good. Okay. I don't know if I ironed this one. But, yeah, probably did. I have some in the other room now that I've brought home the last couple weeks that I need to iron. One's from, I'll tell you one place to get it. Kind of like brown paper packaging. Let me take care of my nose here. But I finished off a roll of wrapping paper. And let me fold this. And in the middle, you know, instead of a solid, you know how sometimes they have a roll like a solid roll, or they used to. I don't know if they changed them all now or what, but they used to have like a solid cardboard roll in the middle, like in the middle of toilet paper and paper towels, that kind of roll. But now they have this roll that unfolds. So I don't know if I've ever kept one before. I've always thrown them out. And I was like, you know, that's really, first of all, it's like cardstock brown paper, you know, like cardstock. It's not, but it's more like brown paper packaging instead of cardboard. You have, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look at your next, when you empty your roll, like especially from Dollar Tree. If it's a wrapping paper from Dollar Tree, I think all of theirs have that in the middle. So anyway, I saved the last one that I emptied. And I don't know if it was from Dollar Tree or I got a couple rolls from the thrift store. Because they're like $1, so they're actually cheaper than Dollar Tree. These are some nice strips here. I'm like looking at the wider ones, like this one, and this one is a nice wide strip that could be used for decorating. Wider than these here, so I guess I won't keep these, but these are really pretty. Very tempting to keep those. I might get those out of the trash. I just threw them away, but I might end up getting them out of the trash. But anyway, I have one of those rolls from inside, and it unfolds flat, but it's rolled up because it's used to being rolled up in the middle of the wrapping paper. So I'm going to iron it and see if it flattens out, and see if I can use it for pages or what. I gotta look at it again and see how thick it is. So let's see, this is my first coloring page here. I wanted to separate the coloring pages a little bit more, so let's put this here. See, these just make such nice pages, this craft paper. And then, let's see, what else do we have? That little envelope, so cute. And let's see, so I don't want to necessarily cut too much of this off. And let's cut this off here so I can keep the green. See the green border? I can keep all that, and there's no green border here, even though I like the words and stuff there. I need it to be a little bit less wide. So let's cut that off and see how wide it is. This is a little unstraight here too. Let me straighten this out. Just a little sliver, just enough to straighten it out here. Take that off. A little sliver removed, and now we have a straight edge. And this will be a smaller page, but super cute Tyvek envelope page. So we only needed like 3 more, didn't we? Let's put this one right here. Still separating the coloring pages. And let's put this one, I don't know, I think this is the 10th one. Let's see, I don't know. I think it's like almost not wide enough if I put it that way. I don't know if I want to, yeah, I can do another one that way. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to line it up like this. There's my middle. And then fold this. This is the coffee dyed cardstock. And I get this cardstock from work, from the index dividers that they throw out. And I cut off the tab and the holes. And by the time I cut that off, it ends up being around this size. And then I bring it home in a coffee dye it. And there it is. I can use it for whatever pages, backing for tags and journal cards. I can use it as white too. I can make cards too. If I want to make a card, it's great for that. So lots of uses for those. Okay, let's count and see what we got here. We got the cover, but we're not counting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got our pages. Very good. Now let's get it bound. I already got everything right here. I don't think I need this for the moment, so I like to get that out of my way. And I got all my stuff here this time. I don't have to get up and get it. So hopefully we can be a little quicker. And let's see. My needle is here. And my paper clips. Alrighty, and my jute twine. Jute twine goes a long way, let me tell you. But I still haven't started. I have several bundles like this, 3 or 4 more, and this is only the first one. I haven't used one up yet. So I want to make this nice and long so that the strings are up over the top, so somebody wants to attach something. So we got 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do 4 this time. So I have lots of extra string to hang out over the top, and I need my sharp scissors, and I don't know where they are. Where did they go? Oh, here they are. I put them way over up here. Okay, I found them. All right, so that goes together, and we're going to paper clip. Everything's in a good spot. When I noticed just now when we were looking through, even the tie, this is in the middle, and the Tyvek envelope's toward the bottom. It's right here. See how it's toward the bottom? I like that, so we're going to leave it like that. Get everything stacked and in the center. Fold. Put our paper clips on. Yes, this is going out the door tomorrow morning, so I had to get this done. Okay, everything's within the top and bottom of the cover and the sides. I'm pushing that down in there again. Looks good. This right here, what is this? It used to be, it's this page. Oh, it's the coloring book page. It needs to be pulled up a little. Let's see now, is it? I think it's okay now. Okay. All right, so now we can poke our holes. Let me get my awl. And we'll do this quick. I wonder, I'm not going to put, sometime I want to put the holes the opposite way and have the strings on the outside and on the outside. But I don't know. I do like hanging them out over the top so they can look, you know, somebody puts several beads on the string and they're hanging out over the top. It can look like a tassel, like a bead dangle or a tassel. And it's really just the strings from the inside from binding. So that's kind of my thoughts behind leaving them longer. And then if somebody wants to cut them off, they can if they don't want them longer. But I kind of like the idea of having a little bow on the outside too, so kind of hard to decide sometimes. But I guess for these journals, since I'm not finishing the strings, but I might like to make some other ones, maybe not the Daphne diary journals. Maybe some other little journals where you have them end on the outside, or yeah, you have them end on start and end on the outside, so you have a little a bow or whatever strings on the outside instead of the inside. Okay. I did grab my pliers and put them in my drawer when I saw them earlier today in the living room where I was using them to craft while watching TV. But I didn't get them over here on my table, so we'll see if I need to grab those. You know, let's see now. I want to make sure, like I said, I left a whole extra. See, I can kind of see how far that's hanging out. I want to leave room for it hanging out and beading and a knot on the end. So that should be plenty right there. So let's see how we do in the end. Let's see if that was enough or too much or just right. Okay, so I'm going to keep that tight there so we can keep our length there for that one hanging out over the top. And then let's go back through here. It's extra string now, so it's kind of like, I have so much string to deal with right at the moment. Okay, let's pull that through. My child is coming down the stairs. I can hear him. He comes down the stairs really quick. I don't know if you probably didn't hear that, but he kind of like, you know, people that come down the stairs real quick. He always comes down the stairs really quick. So I know it's him coming downstairs. All right, we're going back in through the last hole here. This is the hardest one. This is where I start slipping. Let's see how we do today. I know I can do it. Do I need my pliers? Do I? I don't know why the last one's always so hard. Ah, I got it. Okay, now we're going to tie it off. I think I'm going to have plenty of string. What do you think? I should have left a little more at the beginning. I just wasn't sure. I left it longer than the last one. But I'm probably going to have to cut some off because it's going to look ridiculous if I have all that string hanging out. Okay, I just want to make sure this is tight since I have so much string here. Yes, it is tight on the outside. Tight on the inside. I'll do 2 knots. That's what I've been doing on the inside. And then I'm going to hold these up here and show you. Yikes. I got all of this extra. So I'll be able to use that somewhere else. I won't throw that away. But I will make these the same. Almost the same. So I have all that extra. I can use that on a tag or something. And let's see. So those are good like that. Oh, I knew I'm going to tie a knot here on the ends so they don't unravel. I always do that. And try to get it close to the end. So if somebody wants to undo it, they can. Or if they can't undo it, like if they're like, I can't get this knot undone, you can just cut it off and then be able to do what you want there if you want to try to put some charms or beads or something on there. The beads with the bigger holes would fit over this twine. You know, I have beads with small holes that you have to use string with and beads that have a bigger hole. So see, they hang over quite a bit. So you could put quite a few beads on there and have a little, have it looking like a little tassel hanging there. Okay, let's take our paper clips off and get our ephemera in here. And let's see what we have. We'll put our ephemera in here, and then we'll deal with those shapes, and I'll see what I want to do with those. So let's look at the bird. Oh, that's so cute. Here's the back. Pretty, look at this pretty scissors. So this is the Christmas Daphne's diary. There's the inside. This Daphne's diary belongs to, and there's a little line there with these pretty trees and colors and snowflakes. So here's the Daphne's diary page with our first pocket. So it is open. I'm not gluing them, so that if somebody takes it apart, they'll have the whole page. And if they want to keep it together, they can glue it if they want. So we'll put a little, this guest check was in my Junkie Journal basket because it has a smudge right there. It got a smudge on it. So I put it in here to use in my Junkie Junk Journal. Let's put 2 things at least in this pocket. There's a scrap, and what else do we have here? Let's put 1 of these, 2 of these. Well, let's go to the next pocket. I'm not sure how many pockets I have. Okay, we'll put, this is, I'm putting 1 with the fruit and 1 with words in here. So there's the words and these are from the last Daphne's diary, left from that. Enjoy every moment there. And then the fruit one, let's see. Here's a fruit one here. Looks kind of Christmassy with a wreath. So we'll put those 2 in there. And then we have this that I need to use up. This was made from a tissue box. I cut out a piece of a tissue box and put some solid this pretty cardstock on the back and sewed a little ruffle on the top. So that's going to go in there. So I can use that up. And I've got this scrap from the cover, which I'm just going to put it in here, I think. I'll put it in here. I'll come back and put more if I don't have enough room for everything. I'll come back and put more in each pocket, but I just want to make sure I put something in each pocket. Here is a strip, another strip, and what else? Oh, the house. I'm going to have to fold this like in 3/3 to get it into a pocket, so we will do that. So that can go in here. So there's the house. And then, so we're only going to back half right now. Let's see what else do I have to put in here. That's about it except for these. So I have 3 pages of these, so I think that I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. So I have 3 pages of these. That's 24. But I'm going to get, but I want to put more than 1 in. I think I'll put 2 in each journal so that I can make sure I have enough for each journal. So I could cut these out, but I think I will leave them for the person that gets this to cut them out, or I'll just do it like this so they fit in a pocket. So the person that gets this can cut this out. And if they want to leave a little bit of this background, because it has some pretty like cursive words back here. They're probably Christmas words. I'm not sure. I can't really read them. I don't know if it's meant for us to read them, but it's a pretty background. So, and there's the back of it. Dream without fear, love without limits. So I'll put that one in there, and then I'll put the next one in the next pocket. And that will be it. So, okay, let's do a quick flip through because I kind of was filling the pockets there. So, anyway, Daphne's Diary, yellow lined page. You can see what's in, you know what's in the pockets. Coloring page, brown paper page, white lined paper, tie-back envelope, coloring page, colored coloring page. The other one was the non-colored page that somebody can color. Daphne's Diary page. Coffee Dive cardstock. The calendar. And then those same pages, but back here, flip out. Daphne's Diary. So there's a lot of room in here to do what somebody wants. And it came out to be a really pretty little journal. So this will be going along with that next journal that I'm sending out tomorrow. And stay tuned for more journals from this. All of this we have to use up. Oh, there's some more ephemera. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at these. We didn't see that. Look at those. Those are gorgeous. All of those can be cut out. I just wonder if there's any little booklet in here, because a lot of them have a little booklet. Oh, look at that beautiful Christmas tree. Lots of pastel colors. Is there a little booklet in here? What is this? Oh, this is some kind of a big fold out here. I don't know if it's a game or what. Look. I can cut that up and make that into pages. That's what I'll do with that. So this one has a lot of extras, I think, because it was the Christmas. Wow, that goes on and on. Look at this. It's kind of glued together right here. See, it goes over into here. Anyway, I wanted to see, maybe that's the, maybe there's not a booklet in here. Maybe that's, they only pull out. There's some stickers. Oh goodness, there's so much stuff in here. Oh goodness, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, we're going to be having some fun with that. So stay tuned for the next Daphne's Diary Christmas journal, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.